Hi students, I am your science teacher Mansa Pulyala, Telangana Minority Residential Institutions, Balanagar Girls 1. I hope all you are safe and doing good at your home. In this panic situation, we, all your subject teachers are ready to take classes for you. So everyone should utilize properly this opportunity and follow the given guidelines accordingly. Okay, thank you. Before going to the actual concept, before going to our physical world, first of all, we should know how many topics are there in our science and what is the weightage and how the paper pattern will be. That I want to discuss with you first. In our 10th class textbook, we have 12 chapters. Already we discussed that in the 2 chapters we finished till March. And before discussing about what are the topics and what are the subtopics in that and what is the pattern weightage of each chapter, I would like to discuss with you the paper weightage. In physical science, paper weightage, actual physical science marks weightage is 50 marks, 10 marks for internal assessment. And coming to our annual paper for public examination paper, in first section we have essay type questions, long answer questions, essay type questions. They will give you 4 questions. Each question carry 4 marks, 4 4s are 16. In this we have internal choice. These are these questions. Write this one or that one. So internal choice question will be there in the section 1. In section 2, they will give you short answer type questions. They will give you 6 questions from 12 chapters. They will give you 6 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. 6 2s are 12. No choice in the section 2. No internal choice. And in section 3, these are the very short answer type questions. They will give you 7 questions. Each question carry 1 mark. 7 1s are 7. And in last session, that is objective session, it is called as bit paper. They will give you 10 bits, each bit having half mark weightage. 10 halves are 5. So total it will be 16 plus 12 plus 7 plus 5. Total will be 40. And the next 10 marks, that is the internal assessment. Total it will be 50. And the next 50 for bioscience. So this is physical science paper weightage for the public examination for 10th class. Is it clear for you? Right. Is any doubt in this? No choice in the question paper. Only in section 1 we have internal choice questions. Right? No doubt at all, I think. Right. Coming to our physics world. Total how many topics we have? 12. In that already we finished 2 topics. So let us do some recapitulation about structure of an atom. Okay. What is meant by atom? According to the definition given by Dalton, a small indivisible particle is called an atom. Right. Is atom only the minute particle? No. In further discoveries, it was proved that atom has more 3 subatomic particles. What are the? Right, proton, electron and neutron. As we discussed in earlier classes, proton and neutrons are lies at the center, whereas electron is revolving around the nucleus. Right? Here we are using that particular word electron. That's why I am doing the recapitulation. You remember it. Electron. What is meant by electron? Electron is a fundamental particle of an atom which is a negatively charged particle of charge 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Right? So that is about electron. That word you have to remember. Why? Because our topic is related to that first term, that term. That's why I am telling you about electron. Right? Today, in our everyday life, we are using many objects, isn't it? Each object is made up of atom. which atom nothing but it belongs to different materials also. And that atom having positive charge in the nucleus, whereas negative charge is revolving around it. If you take an object like this, for example, let it be this is an object. In this, the atom having many number of atoms will be there and many number of electrons will be there, right? That electrons will move random directions. Whenever we apply some external force to it, then what happens? That electrons which are moving in random directions comes to a particular motion. They are moving with a particular velocity. They are follow a proper direction. So that means electron, when it is under motion, it constitutes some current. Current means flow, means motion of the particles. Let it be, if water molecules are flow, that is called water current. If air molecules are in motion, air molecules are flowing, then it constitutes electric air current, right? Likewise, if the electron is in motion, it constitutes electric current. So today our topic is electric current, which has 6 marks weightage in the public examination. Electric current. Electric current. Electric means electrons. Whenever under the action of some external force, if the electrons comes into the motion in proper direction, which causes current. So the motion of the electrons, due to the electrons that we are considering the motion, so that is called electron motion, nothing but it constitutes electric current. Okay? Just now we discussed that every object is made up of atoms. Atom having positive charge at the nucleus and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. But how many number of electrons are revolving? That depends on the nature of the substance. That depends on the nature of the material. So some materials having more number of electrons in the outermost shell, which participating in the conduction phenomena, right? Whereas some objects having few number of electrons in the outermost shell, so conduction is possible but less consumption takes place. Whereas in some objects, no available of free electrons, because all electrons are bounded with each other, so that they didn't participating in the conduction phenomena. So depending on the availability of the electrons in the outermost shell, the substances or the materials are classified into mainly 3 types. So now we are discussing about classification of the substances depending on the availability of conduction of electrons. That is, substances, let it be materials. Substances are classified into mainly how many types depending on the availability of the free electrons? 3 types. First one is conductors. Second one is semiconductors. Third one is insulators. So what is meant by conductors? Conductors means which conducting, which is participating freely in the conduction phenomena. Means in that conductors we have many number of free electrons which are participating in the conduction phenomena, so that the electron can easily passing through it. Means it allows the electricity easily through it. They are called as conductors. Then what is the example of the conductor? Metals are the example of the conductors. All type of metals are the examples of the conductor. And the semiconductors, few number of electrons, 1 or 2 electrons are available for each atom, so that conduction takes place but less conduction takes place through it. Those are called as semiconductors. Means which allows the flow of electrons partially through it. They are called as semiconductors. So what are semiconductors? Fourth group elements are called as semiconductors. What are fourth group elements? Silicon. Likewise, germanium also. These are fourth group elements which comes under the category of semiconductors. And the last one, insulators. In insulators, in the outermost shell, no free electron is available. All electrons are bonded with each other. Pairing takes place so that no free electron is available, so no conduction takes place. No electricity can pass in through it. They are called as insulators. Example of the insulators are wood or rubber or plastic. These are etc. All these are example of insulators. This is about classification of the substances depending on the number of electrons available for conduction in the outermost shell. Depending on that, how many types of substances are classified into how many types? 3 types. Conductors, semiconductors, insulators. Conductors means which allows the electricity easily through it. Semiconductors means which allows the flow of electrons partially through it. Insulators means which do not allow the flow of electrons through it. These are the examples for conductors, semiconductors and insulators. Have you clear? Is any doubt in this topic? No? Let us go to our first subtopic in the electric current in 10th standard. In this, just now we discussed about electron, right? What is electron? It is a subatomic particle which is having a negative charged particle. The charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs that we discussed now, right? Similarly, what is meant by charge then? Electron having that much of charge. Then what is meaning of the charge? What is the meaning of the word charge? That is our first subtopic here. So charge. Charge is a fundamental property, fundamental concept of electricity. What is meant by charge? It is a property which will be developed on the surface of the body. It may be the induction, it due to the rubbing. For example, due to the friction, if you take any two objects, for example, if you take these two objects, if you rub with each other, if you take let it be glass rod and let it be silk cloth, if you rub it with each other, then what happens? Due to that frictional force, electrons jumps from one body to another body. Electrons are transferred from one body to another body. When the electrons are transferred from one body to another body, on the surface of the body, charge will be accumulated. Charge will be developed. Then how much of the charge will be developed? How much charge will be developed? If one body loses one electron, the charge developed will be, let it be written as 1 into E, where E stands for electron. If 2 electrons are transferred, 2 into E, charge will be developed or accumulated on the surface. Likewise, if n number of electrons are transferred from one body to another body, the net charge developed on the surface or net charge accumulated on the surface of the body, Q is equals to Ne. This is called quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. Where n stands for 1, 2, 3 and so on, that is represents number, it is an integer value. Where E stands for charge of each electron. What is the value of charge of each electron? 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. The concept of charge first given by Coulomb. So SI unit of charge is Coulomb. So that's why here we are writing C, where C stands for Coulomb. It is a unit of charge, electron charge, charge of an electron. Then, when we are rubbing two blocks, one body loses the electrons as well as another body gains the electrons, isn't it? One body, for example, let it be A, B blocks. If A loses the electrons, whereas B gaining or accepting that electrons, which loses the electrons gains a positive charge, which accepts the electrons gains a negative charge. That means there are how many types of charges will be there? There are two types of charges. One is positive charge as well as negative charge. That's why here we are writing plus or minus, where plus stands for losing of the electrons, minus stands for accepting or gains the electrons. Plus or minus stands for, if we are writing here plus Ne, it represents that losing the electrons. If we write here minus, that represents gaining the electrons. Whatever it is, the magnitude, the value of this Ne remains same. Means how much charge lost by the body A, same charge will be gained by the body B. That means here it obeys conservation. Conservation means constant. Law of conservation of charge. It leads to the concept of law of conservation of charge. In our lower classes we discussed about law of conservation of energy, right? What is the definition of the energy? Law of conservation of energy we discussed already in our 8th class. What is the definition? Energy neither created nor destroyed. In the similar manner, charge neither created nor destroyed. It transfers from one body to another body, but the total charge remains same. The magnitude of the charge remains same. That means the charge here obeys law of conservation of charge. Is it clear for you? This charge concept is clear for you? Have you any doubt in this? No? Right. Then our next subtopic here is current. What is meant by current? What is the definition of the current? The current is represented by I. In a conductor, what is the definition of the conductor? Conductor means which allows the electrons through it easily is called conductor. For example, if it is a piece of a conductor, some external force is applied to the conductor, then electrons are moving particular direction. We are standing here and observing that through this particular area of cross section, how many number of electrons are passing in particular time? The rate of flow of charge. Rate means time. So how much charge, how many number of electrons are crossing this cross sectional area in particular time? That represents, that gives the value of current passing through the conductor. So current is defined as the rate of flow of charge. Whether charge or charge, the flow of charge per unit time is called as current. Units of current will be, for charge unit is coulomb and for time unit is second. So coulomb per second is called as ampere. Ampere is a scientist name who first gave the concept of current. Right? This is the concept of current. Till here you have to remember. So in this topic, till here this is a fundamental class. First subtopic for what we discussed here. In electric current, what is meant by electron, what is the definition of the current, and what is electric current definition, and what is the classification of the substances. Depending on the availability of the conduction of electrons, substances are classified into three types: conductors, semiconductors, insulators. That we discussed in this class. And what is the definition of charge, and how charge will be developed, when we have to write plus, when we have to write minus, right? Then what is the definition of the current? This is a fundamental topics in our major chapter electric current, which has a weightage of 6 marks in the public examinations. Right? That next topic, next fundamental topic, the next subtopic, we will continue in the next module. Okay? Till here, have you any doubt? No? Thank you.